Welcome to Laundromat News. Today, I am America's #1 favorite Laundromat News anchor and the only one, Jordan Berry, bringing you news from around the world, all things Laundromat related. Let's start with where we've been starting lately with the Alliance Laundry Holdings stock ticker. It is down over the last month or so. As I'm recording this, the stock price for Alliance Laundry Holding Inc. is $20.98. So about a month and a week ago or so, it was up around the 26 and change mark, and it's down from there right now. So we'll keep an eye on that. The reason, by the way, that I want to keep an eye on that is because, and we've talked about this on here, but listen, when a company goes public, their primary responsibility is to their investors, which means they have to drive profit. And that profit can only come from a few different sources. That is raising their prices, that is selling us more stuff, and that is introducing new parts of the business to drive more revenue sources. So, all of those things rely on us spending more money. So that's why I'm keeping an eye on it. That's why I think it's important. And, you know, being one of the big dogs in the industry, other companies are likely to follow suit with whatever they do. So let's keep an eye on that. Stock holdings, $20.98 today. And while we're on the topic of Alliance Laundries driving more profits, a brand new Speed Queen laundromat franchise is set to open in Santa Ana, California, beginning of January, around January 9th. Listen, I've made my stance on this pretty clear. I think us as laundromat owners should make our stance very clear on this. This is not okay for the manufacturer that we are purchasing equipment from to be putting in franchises down the street from our stores, especially when we buy Speed Queen or Hipsch equipment to put in our stores. And that has happened on multiple occasions. And yet again, another Speed Queen franchise opening up in Santa Ana. So just, you know, again, I'm just kind of keeping an eye on what's going on in the industry right now. And I've got my eyeball on the manufacturers pretty big right now. Okay, so I want to jump into another company making some positive waves in the industry right now. Not to say that Alliance isn't doing anything positive, because they are. But Wash Dry Fold POS sent over a press release announcing the new machine start integration, which is designed to help laundromat owners reduce theft and streamline operations for wash, dry, fold, and pickup and delivery services. The integrations connect directly with major systems, including Speed Queen Insights, Hipsch Command, Alliance, LaundryWorks, WashLinks, FastCard, FlexCard, and more, allowing attendants to start washers and dryers directly from the POS system. No coins, no cards, no manual workarounds. And according to Wash Dry Fold POS, one of the biggest challenges that owners face isn't payments, it's uncontrolled machine access. And when attendants have unlimited start capability, abuse can and does happen. Some of you guys have been there and seen it. I know I have. The new system ties every machine start directly to a paid order, logging vend values and tracking them as a percentage of the total revenue. For Alliance Laundry Systems equipment, attendants can start machines by tapping the unit inside the POS order tracker. Other integrations allow attendants to start machines from their phones, adding biometric security like Face ID or Android verification. Listen, this is another example of where the industry is heading. Less friction for attendants, but more control and visibility for owners. This is another step in this progression we've been systematically taking in this industry to make it easier to own more locations, to make it easier to own them in diverse locations and remotely. Again, another example of us kind of making steps towards that. And these steps all, again, I just bringing stuff up that I'm thinking about over here. These steps all are precursors or potential precursors, at least, to bigger money coming in, people buying up multiple locations. So again, this is not a negative thing in my view. This is definitely a positive thing for independent owners, operators. So kudos to Wash Dry Fold POS for this, and make sure you're utilizing these things, stay on top of the technology. However, we also need to look macro, big picture, what's going on in the industry. And, there's some stuff being introduced right now that allow more players, big players, to get into this laundromat game. So this means we got to up our games as owners and operators. So wanted to include that in there. I will make sure to include the full press release in our email newsletter. So if you're not subscribed to that, go to laundromatresource.com and subscribe to the email newsletter. We'll have that press release and all the other links that we're talking about today. And speaking of technology trends in the industry, now there are more and more people utilizing the latest technology in solar and wind power, in specifically in the dry side of the industry here. And you may have seen people using this by hanging up their laundry outside in the sun and the wind. All right, that was our joke for today. But, genuinely, solar, wind power, all that stuff is happening, but, whatever. Okay, that was my attempt at a joke. All right, let's keep it moving, because this is not a joke. Singer Emily Strayer of the Chicks, formerly of the Dixie Chicks, has opened a laundromat and coffee bar in San Antonio, Texas, called the Soap Laundry Lounge. So if you're in the area, go check it out. That's Emily Strayer of the Chicks, formerly known as the Dixie Chicks, has gotten into the game. Listen, we know we've hit it big when, country stars are entering the chat here. All right. Pretty cool. There's an article about it. You can read it. I thought it was really interesting. And along those lines, in Manchester, New Hampshire, we had congrats, by the way, to Tina, I'm going to butcher your name, sorry, Mulis, and Jordan Ciaris, who opened up their laundromat this last week, again in Manchester, New Hampshire, and trying to see what the name of it is to give them a shout out. Central Suds. Yeah. And they've been looking to own a business. They bought the property and were, considering a few different businesses to put in there. And they ended up with the laundromat, because let's face it, what's better than a laundromat? Nothing is the answer to that. So congrats to those two for doing that. And let's head to international, because one of the questions I get the most often is, why do I never bring laundromat news from Nepal? Well, guess what? Today I am doing just that. The first ever laundry lounge is opened in Nepal, powered by LG. You heard it here first, or, probably like top 3 places you've heard it at least. But congrats to those guys, international news, and to everybody out there who's just been nonstop giving me a hard time about no laundry news in Nepal. You can rest easy, because here it is right there for you. Congrats to the Laundry Lounge in Nepal, powered by LG. Okay, listen, we got a couple of different businesses I wanted to highlight right now, because there are 2 different businesses, one in Topeka. So listen, if you're in Topeka anywhere around the time of December 27th, you've got to go over to Louis Laundromat Bar on 10th Street, because Sloppy But Lucky is going to be playing. They've got a laundromat and a show venue happening over there. There's some photos and stuff. Very cool. Got to go check that out. And along a similar vein, there's another laundromat that's also a concert venue in, Corvallis. Yes, in Corvallis. Sorry, I was looking for the pop-up there. Yeah, in Corvallis. So again, just cool ideas of people doing cool things with their laundromats. We've got coffee bars with the Dixie Chicks. We've got a couple of concert venues. We've got, let's see. I think we have another one here. Oh no, we don't. There was a bar one, and I decided not to put it in the news, but we've got bars, we've got pizza joints, we've got all kinds of stuff happening with laundromats. Very, very fun. Make sure you're having some fun with your laundromat. Otherwise, you're not doing it right. You're not doing it right. Okay. I also wanted to shout out Burton's Laundry because the owners of Burton's Laundry donated 2 washers to the Humane Society of St. Joseph County. So very cool. That's in Mishawaka, Indiana, over there. So very cool. Appreciate you guys doing good in the community, taking care of the animals, especially right now as it's winter time, keeping them warm, keeping them fuzzy, keeping those sweaters clean, I guess. And finally, listen, we need to wrap it up with just, some camaraderie here. There's a Des Moines laundromat. Days before its planned opening, a fire broke out and has delayed that opening. So wanted to just listen, we're a community here. We feel the pain of other owners. We know what they've gone through. They've done all the hard work of building their laundromat, and that anticipation, that excitement of finally being at the finish line and getting it open, and that was squashed. Listen, just a moment of camaraderie out there for Jake Richardson, who has put in the work of building this laundry. It's going to be delayed, but best of luck to you. And if there's anything we can do to help you as a community, reach out there. Okay, that is it for the news today. All things laundromat related from around the world, including Nepal. We will see you next time with the latest and greatest. If you have news, big or small, about your particular laundromat or about your business that's servicing the laundromat industry, send us a press release or just an email with what you got going on at news@laundromatresource.com. We'll get you featured in the news. All right. We'll see you next week.